For the past 2 months, I've been sailing from Christchurch, New Zealand, around Cape Horn to Stanley on the Falkland Islands. For many sailors, sailing around Cape Horn is like climbing Mount Everest for land people, the ultimate challenge. So, when I got asked to be a crew member on this trip on a 108-year-old schooner, I didn't hesitate very long to say yes. Of course, as a crew member, I did not have any time to make or edit any videos. But thanks to cameraman Tom, who allowed me to use his footage, I'm still able to show you a piece of the adventure.
Ja, ik heb wel. Ja. Misschien moet ik even doen.
That also means that it's been very quiet on the channel. So thank you for your patience. During the entire trip, we've been receiving comments on the last videos, and reading those was a nice break from day-to-day ship life. And it made me eager to go home again and rejoin Dad in the rebuild. While I was away, Dad did a ton of work, so let's have a look at that first. This is the saloon and aft cabin situation 2 months ago. We had to take out the old paneling because it was eaten by woodworm, and it was one of the last pieces of interior that has not been taken out since the original conversion 50 years ago. We did not want to take any risk with the woodworm, so although the timbers did not look impacted, we took those and the insulation material out too. The steel underneath was still in pretty good shape, just some surface rust where the aluminum primer had come off. Since the interior was out anyways, Dad straight away replaced 2 aft portholes.
This morning succeeded in tack welding the new porthole. They used to be made of steel and collected some rust, and I changed them into a stainless steel ring to avoid rust in the future, so that it can't leak anymore.
So what happens with these opening portholes? Here I have an old one. You can see it's just a straight steel pipe. When the window is closed, the rubber creates a watertight seal on this edge. And because it's straight, water that comes in does not run out automatically. Now, we open and close the window a couple of times, maybe the rubber is a bit sticky, some paint comes off, and now we have a bare piece of steel in a puddle of salt water. This part starts rusting, the rubber doesn't seal anymore, and now we have a leaky porthole. To prevent all that, Dad replaced these porthole pipes for conical ones so that the water runs out easily, with a stainless steel ring where the rubber is touching the seat. And this is the situation right now. Dad has already started installing new timbers, coated with some leftover paint as an extra layer of protection against woodworm. We'll wait with shoving insulation in between until just before we start paneling again. Before I went away, we had a decent amount of big and small unfinished projects going on. And one by one, those will be finished in the coming weeks. So we have lots of exciting stuff to show you in upcoming videos. One of the very final jobs in the Wheelhouse was the insulation and paneling of the front door. My first idea was to just take a piece of 22mm plywood and use that as insulation and timber in one. But now that the rest of the Wheelhouse is insulated so thoroughly, that seems a bit minimal. So I've taken some more of the same ply and turned it into timbers in between which I can fit more insulation material. The whole thing is painted on all sides and glued to the door with high-tech adhesive. For the paneling, we decided to align it with the rest of the interior. White on the top and walnut below. And inside the Wheelhouse, following your much appreciated suggestions, we have installed gas springs on both hatches. That is all I have for you now. But there's lots of good stuff coming up, like the new steering gear, the long-awaited rigging of the new forestays, the figurehead, and much more. I'm not going away for longer periods anymore, so I will be uploading an update video every 2 to 3 weeks again. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.